Welcome to the Headloss channel. My name is Matthew. I'm a Liverpool fan, and today we're going to be talking about transfers.
Jesus,
What?
That was
Larry Cannon. I'm a Man City fan. As you can see in the background, we got the old school badge. Today we're gonna be talking about transfers. Next up,
Jesus Christ.
Popcorn somebody, dickhead.
This is so
Somebody just fucking say their name, bro.
All right. I'm Lucas. I'm a Manchester United fan, but I'm also Vamos Grecia, and I'm ready to start yelling at people today. Popcorn Evan.
I'm Evan, and I'm a Chelsea fan.
Fuck off.
I am Santiago Guzman, and I am a Liverpool fan.
Pull up my script 1 sec.
You stupid.
My name's
fuck.
Noah Langdon. I'm a Chelsea
Hey,
fan.
dumbass, it's your turn.
I know. I was pulling up my script. My name's Noah Langdon. I'm a Chelsea fan.
Incredible.
Shut up. Put my script, you fucking. Anyway, Matthew,
All right.
lead us into it.
Hold on, no, I got it.
No,
Okay,
he's
so-
got it. He's got
Today,
it.
boys, we're doing a summer transfer tier list. Now, we didn't include like the boring ones like Jordan Henderson to Chelsea. We didn't want to do league-winning ones like Danny Welbeck to Chelsea, but we are gonna do. It's basically a live vote. So as we go through, each person's gonna vote, and then whichever tier gets the most votes for that player, it's gonna go into there. Also, we're sorry about the delay in terms of the first video coming out. We've gotten death threats. We've gotten bomb
Lots.
threats.
Hey, twin, quick cue. How do I vote?
I'm not. Evan,
You click
Evan, your
these.
pause. Evan, your pause.
On
Evan,
your phone.
Okay.
click the link in the Discord chat, bro. You're muted. Okay. Your pause.
Don't forget to ring the bell,
And
dude.
then we've also had people take off work all week last week for these videos to come out, and we're sorry it was a little delayed, but all I got, guys.
I bleached my hair for this shit, bro.
Yeah, type fuck. Okay, so let's.
disclaimer. This was recorded on Monday, July 27th. So
No. We need a couple days to edit, bro. This was recorded Wednesday,
Monday,
July.
July.
No,
We're just
because-
Alright,
Change
fuck
anything.
all y'all. Fuck all y'all. We ready? How the
Alright,
hell
yeah,
is he
yeah.
already up
Let's get
here?
into the-
The real Three Lions.
What do you mean? How is he already?
Somebody else voted, bro. Anyway, we've got Elliot Anderson
All right.
to
I've got the
Manchester City.
Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest to Manchester City, 135 million euros.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, boys. That the price is knocking him down for me, bro. This is.
I'm gonna say right now,
All right,
I
can I go
don't-
first?
I
'Cause
agree.
I'm not
a
familiar with
City
his
fan
game
here.
at all.
Let me give my insight first. All right. First and foremost, I think Elliot Anderson is a great signing for City for the direction that we want to head in, especially if Rodri ends up leaving this summer. That being said, is he like an instant impact, come in and like change the team and like win us the league? I don't think so. For that reason, I'd say probably an A, just because he's a great player. But I agree, the price tag is a lot, and he's not a player that's going to come in and just like absolutely change how we play. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's a great signing, but maybe not enough to put it in the upper echelon. Thoughts?
You know what I think is
Yeah.
a better signing?
No, we're not. No, hold on. We
I
got
think
it.
I think for me, an S tier signing has to be a signing that changes the team, that elevates the team. And I think Elliot Anderson's a really good player, but
He's not
He's
winning you a Champions League final on his own. He's not a transfer
No.
that's taking you all the way. He's going to be a good supporting cast in the midfield. He's going to win you some tackles, especially if Rodri leaves. You've got a guy that can fill that void. But he's not going to be the reason you guys miraculously win the Prem this year.
No, I think Declan Rice
what
like
is
a few
the-
summers ago would have been like a transfer that's comparable to Anderson, but Declan Rice at this stage in his career was able to take Arsenal from here to here. Anderson's probably not going to do that in his first season. Maybe later on down the line, I don't know, but
What's the
it's
biggest
kind of hard to
strength?
tell at this point.
What's the biggest strength that Anderson has?
I think his
In
ball
your,
winning
in your
ability.
opinion,
I think if you
Isn't he
look at it
just
statistically,
yeah.
in terms of across all top 5 leagues, he was like the best midfielder in the world in terms of off the ball, in terms of tackling, in terms of winning the ball back. Like that to me is probably the main reason why they spent the price tag that they did on him. He's also really good on the ball in terms of he makes a lot of progressive passes, but like it's hard to tell because if Pep was still in the squad, I would say this is an S tier signing because he's a perfect player for what Pep would have wanted. But Maresca might have a little bit different tactics to offer, so it's kind of hard to tell for me, honestly.
I think that's
Yeah.
fair. I think he's like a very good floor raiser for Man City. You kind of know what you're going to get to an extent. I don't know if he raises the ceiling as much, especially if he's replacing Rodri. Like he's better than a Kovacic off the bench, or I actually think Tony Reinders is very underutilized. But whatever, that's just me.
Absolutely.
I hope he
Nice.
stays.
I love Reinders.
The thing I'm gonna dock him for, price tag. He was the first big money move this summer. I think he kind of ruined the market a little bit. I think it was a huge transfer for someone who's only really had one breakout season at Forest. And the other thing is like when you surrounded him with a lot better players this summer at the World Cup, he looked good, but he didn't look like a 135 mil player.
Dude.
So like I think when you integrate him into that Man City team, it'll be better for him because he'll perform good around better players. But I think as an overall level raiser, maybe he's not that marquee signing. And he's ginger, so I'm gonna reduce points for that as well.
Fair.
Good man. Good man. Listen,
I think
130 million used to get you prime Paul Pogba. Now we just got an English bloke.
I agree with that, but I
vote.
think that's not. I don't know if that's like. I think the whole thing with the market, like, yes, 135 is crazy, but like that's low key just where the market's at right now, and I think this is an overpay
But low-key,
based
he
on like.
did that though. Like he was the first transfer of the summer.
No, but this is how it was last summer too. Like this is just how it is these days. This is how it was in January.
Yeah, I think
I
that's just the
actually think
midfield.
that I actually thought in the knockout stages of the World Cup he was a top 2 or 3 player for England, especially those last 2 games. Norway and Argentina, I thought he was the best player for England against Argentina, maybe bar Jed Spence. I think he's really good both sides of the ball. Like I think on the ball he's a little underrated. Like he finds pretty incisive passes, tries to play forward. I think the price tag is just a little crazy. 135. I think Sandro Tonali, who we'll talk about, is a better player that was 35 million less.
Yeah, I could hear that.
Yeah.
All right, so
I think
I think Elliott's ball driving. I don't remember what game it was, but he was just winning the ball back and then driving it up the field, and that's what impressed me about Elliot Anderson. It's not only winning it back and just laying
what
it
he does
off,
with it.
like carrying the ball forward
What he
to make
does
that
with the
pass.
balls.
Yeah. Oh.
Right.
Anyway, I
So
think.
what are we
Listen,
thinking? I'm thinking
yeah, I
A.
was like, I think let's like let's not dwell too long because we could go in circles with this shit.
I went B, but
Yeah.
I'm low key. That's more price tag than anything. So we're missing 2 votes here, boys. These are gonna be.
I
I'm
believe-
A. I'm gonna go A.
A.
We gotta
think
discount one
A-
S because I'm
A,
stupid.
but I
Oh.
hear B. I hear that.
He went A. He went A.
I like A. I think he's
Andre
somebody
Santos.
that's gonna give you quality minutes.
Andre Santos.
I don't think he's gonna like. Holy shit! We're the best team in the
I'm not a
world.
big market value guy. I think those are a little off at times, but I'll say it from now on just to be clear. Elliot Anderson was 75 mil market value, went for 135.
That's double
Andre
the price
Santos-
tag. For me, just for that reason, for me is a B.
That's fair.
Although,
Yeah, I did the same exact-
I do believe that Manchester City needed a carrying midfielder. It was more of a need rather than anything else.
I did the
think that they
exact same
paid
thing.
whatever price that it would have gone for.
Santi.
Yeah, can we get it's Santi, bro?
Santi. Sorry.
Right, Santos.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
Sorry.
that.
Andre Santos. Andre Santos, maybe.
I hate this team.
His market value was 40 mil, went from Chelsea to Manchester United for 56.3 mil. Lucas, you're the Man U fan of the chat, dog. You want to start us off here?
You guys ever seen the videos with Max Kedar?
Oh,
Yeah.
Love for that. Love for that. Love for that.
Love for that.
I'm a big fan. Casemiro's
Really?
old aging ass is out. We didn't get Ederson. We didn't get all these other people, but we picked up some quality pieces in the midfield. We need at least, I think, one more. Oh, one more would be awesome. But at the same time, I'm already seeing visions, dude. Kabi Manu. Andre Santos, Bruno
I
Fernandez.
kinda-
Holy listen, we needed a
I
ball stopping
kind of
midfielder. We picked up Tielemans and him. I think the better of the two play whenever we need it, but he's so good for the depth that we needed. And that's where our biggest issue has been recently. We've had some good players, and then we turn to the bench and we're like, oh, Mason Mount, time to check in,
Ugarte.
brother. Uga-
Yeah, fairs, fairs,
Ugarte,
fairs.
time to check in.
Who
So
are they?
like Noah said with Anderson,
cheering for a completed pass.
dude, I was cheering for him to move his feet. Dude, I wouldn't shock me if you go on Fat Mob and it just says preferred foot neither at this point in time.
It
Like, I got
does. It does say that, by the
yes,
way.
awesome. Either way, he's a floor raiser. He's not gonna win us an extra he'll win us like an extra 2 points in the season. Cool. However, he's not the marquee signing. I'm cool
Yeah.
with it. Price tag ain't that bad, but I just don't know much about him. But if if Unk is high, I'm high.
I was literally gonna say, Lucas, as someone who watched him all the time, like under Rosenior, he came in from Strasbourg, right? So he knew the system already. He played a ton. He will raise the floor a lot. I think he's a phenomenal depth signing. I will say, I think that like in this market, especially 55 mil is a little low for who he is. I would put him at 65 or so, purely because he's young, long contract, coming from Chelsea, showed a lot of experience. But like for Chelsea, we bought him for a very small amount, resold him. We weren't going to use him. He was our bench player. He goes to you guys. He'll probably still be a bench player, but like if the second, I don't think I agree. I think you guys need that marquee midfield signing, like a holding midfielder. Like obviously a Chouameni would be amazing for you guys, but in terms of like depth, in case one or two of them is out, I think he can do a lot of roles for you. He can do that like box to box. He can do that deep holding. For us, he would like sit between the center backs and progress the ball. I think he's really good at that. I can't believe I'm saying this. I think it's like a perfect win-win signing for both teams. I think it's a great signing.
Yeah.
I'm just torn between A and B for me because he's a great midfielder, but at least for Chelsea when he played, he was just so tactically dependent on what the game held. Because Santos isn't that athletic. He can go box to box, but it's not like he's making these tracking back runs or winning duels. But he's really good on the ball, really good in possession, really good at build up. But that's kind of all I got from him at Chelsea. Like actual line breaking passes isn't really his game. Ball carrying isn't really his game. And so it's like I'm not upset that he left at all.
I think he's
I wish we
perfect in
got
this
more
role.
money for
That's
him.
like all he can do. Like I'm not expecting this dude to step up and be like, holy shit, 40-yard dime. I'm expecting him just to lay out a studs up tackle and move on with his day.
I will
Like-
say the one thing that I'm worried about is the thing I think he lacks most is athleticism. Like
Yeah,
his
absolutely.
speed and agility, it's just not there. He's just not that athletic. But then again, like if you look at it, neither is Enzo, and he bagged 20 something goals and assists last year. Like Lucas, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Enzo plays,
You know what I mean? Like
forward, and Enzo has the technical ability to do that. I haven't seen that technical ability from Andre Santos at Chelsea or Strasbourg.
Yeah.
I think he can grow into it. He's so raw. It's like
I agree.
it's like
100%.
drafting Caleb Wilson for the Bulls. Like that there's something there. It's just gonna take a while to like unlock it, and I'm cool with that. However,
I think
we need somebody else in front of him to make sure that we have the playing time, we have the experience, and then they can learn from under. Which is why I was hoping Casemiro would stay one more year.
Yeah, that
he
was
did.
my main hangup with Andre Santos is if he is a like for like replacement for Casemiro, I don't know if he's necessarily the right build for that, and that's where a part of me is like, all right, I mean, if United ended up signing someone that is like an obvious replacement for Casemiro, then I really rate this signing highly for United. But if this is the guy
Yeah.
like that's gonna play as a 6, I start to get a little bit worried about their physicality in the midfield because say what you will about Casemiro last year, I mean he wasn't nearly as mobile as he was in the past, but he was really really good at marking guys out of the game if he was 100% fit and putting in a tackle, stopping a counterattack. If it's Kobe Minu and Andre Santos next to each other, I just feel like they run the risk of just getting kind of bullied out of matches.
Exposed.
Now. Yeah, exactly. So for that reason, right now, I would say Santos is B at most for me because I do think he has a really, really good potential, but if he is the guy to replace Casemiro, I just think there's a little bit to be desired there, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Fair.
He's got
Yeah.
upside.
You know,
He's got upside.
So my take here is that I would rate Andre Santos an A signing if
Okay.
Manchester United would have not gotten Tielemans. I
Oh,
just think that I just think that
They're kind of
spending
similar, yeah.
100 quid on two central midfielders is too much, especially for a Tielemans that is 29 years old, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he's
And in
29.
3 years, you're just not going to get the price that you bought it for, right? I still think that Kobe Mainoo is way better than Andre Santos in that Tielemans as well. He has more potential, in my opinion, and it's just covering the same position. I don't know. For me,
We did
this
Yeah.
kind of weirdly double dip.
and,
Like I
and the
understand
thing is
we're
that
rebuilding, but we didn't need. Listen, I'm a huge fan of the Tielemans. We'll get to that. We don't really need 3 same exact archetype midfielders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it was a weird profile to sign for the price and the players you guys already have. That's why I went B.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be as well, but I will talk about Tielemans, and I think that's actually quite a good signing. I think I don't know. I think from buying from another top 6 club for 56 million for a player that's like decent for that squad is not terrible. I think you do need midfield depth. Like Mount is not going to cut it. You're getting rid of Casemiro and Ugarte. Like Santos will play a good bit. I think he's a decent player, relatively unproven. But for 56 million, I think spending 100 million on two like pretty solid midfielders in this market is not really bad. I do think they need the third, obviously, but I give it a B. I don't necessarily think it's going to be super game changing, but like I don't know, it's better than Ugarte, better than Mount. I
Okay.
think it's all right.
If I
That's fair.
okay, I gotta go last because I clicked my vote and it automatically moved to Gordon. So we gotta stay wary of that. So just in case anyone was clicking.
okay.
Well, that's a good segue.
Yeah, I
Gordon.
was like, I clicked
Also,
mine. I was like, oh,
we low key got to move like a little quicker per player, as we're gonna be here till 4 a.m. But
Yeah.
real quick, Anthony Gordon. There's a couple on here that go quickly, but market value 65 mil from Newcastle to Barca, bought for 80 mil. We don't
This is
have
a tough one.
our resident Barca fan at the moment.
No.
However, I think like the way I sum this up kind of is I hate like I don't like signing a winger who's known for his defending. I don't know.
I
Like
hate this bloke.
that seems kind of crazy for me. That being said, I think that he is going to ball out at Barca. Like I think he fits
Yeah,
the system
I do
so
too.
perfectly. I think he fits the system perfectly defensively. I think that
He's
he's
rapid.
bro. Yes. And like his finishing is suspect at times, but I truly do think that if there's a manager to get the best out of him, it's gonna be Hansi Flick.
It's the
So
volume of shots he'll get. Like,
exactly. Like look at Rafinha, bro. He came from Leeds and he was good,
but
but now
Rafinha,
is a Ballon d'Or.
Rafinha kind of stunk it up a couple years
Rafinha's
ago.
retiring
But
because
he
he has
got
7
playtime
cents to
for
his
his
name.
work rate.
So like I think that we could see something like that. So for that reason, I'm going A. But I don't know.
I'll be honest.
I do
I
think it's
really didn't see it.
done better.
I didn't really see it at all, especially, I mean, like you take the name in the face, Anthony Gordon going to Barcelona, and it's kind of a head scratch. You're
it's
like, really?
funny.
This is
Yeah.
happening? Especially for the price tag that they got him for. But then I saw a breakdown by this one creator. I wish I could, plug their name right now. I really don't remember. But they kind of broke down how the main problem with Hansi Flick's system in this last season was that whenever they pressed, they did not press effectively enough to stop the ball going in behind. And that's obviously, like, everybody knows the high line is like the make or break for that Barcelona
You live
team.
and
Like,
die by it. Yeah.
then you would, like, they will struggle. So having a guy that is so effective in the press, that is such, so tenacious in getting the ball back and stopping long balls like that, it makes a lot of sense to me. Now, is he going to step in and be your best attacker, who's going to be the most, productive guy? Probably not. I wouldn't see it, but things could change. But I mean, you have Lamine Yamal in the squad. You're trying to build the team around that. And for a young guy, a relatively young guy like Gordon, who's going to offer you so much in the press, and then you get someone like Adeyemi, who's a very similar profile. I don't know. I
Another
really see,
rapid guy.
yeah, they're both super rapid, both really good off the ball. They're competent enough in front of goal to where I don't really worry about their ability to score goals, especially in this current Barcelona squad. So for me, I would say. I don't know. I would have to say A right now. It could definitely end up being a flop, but for what Barcelona needed, I think it actually makes a lot of sense once you step back and kind of
Yeah.
examine it through analytical lenses and not just, well, they could have signed the best left winger in the market to score goals. Well, like, yeah, they could have done that, and they've been doing that the last however many years, and they haven't. I mean, their main goal is the Champions League. We all know that, and this could be a signing that gets them over the hump there, assuming that Flick stays around past this year.
He did have 10 UCL goals. I think also he can play.
Yeah,
He can play off the
and
left.
he's
Four,
like 2 hat
four
tricks against
against like
Karabag.
your local
I know.
Chinese like
I
high school
know.
college.
There's the
bro.
little sisters of the poor, but still.
That dude, he went
I respect
crazy against
that.
United and
Lots of
United
pens,
Boot
too.
Society of England. Yes.
But I
I think
think
his flexibility to play off the left and up top is also huge.
I think I low-key think that, like, on paper, this, like, you wouldn't think this makes more sense than, like, Rashford last summer, but I actually think this works a lot better for Barcelona. Just the effort off the ball and just the ability to get, like, create countless chances for himself. It just won't stop working. With
Yeah.
Adeyemi in there as well, I just think the volume of chances they're gonna create, yeah, they'll miss some, but I think it ends up being a good signing. 80 million, I guess it's, like, a little steep, but it kind of just is what it is these days.
I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't buy
Santi.
it.
I think that Barcelona has bigger problems than forwards. To be honest,
Yeah.
I think that a striker is a signature striker, maybe a defender, maybe a left back. I think that a left back is way more important
Don't hit the
for Barcelona than a left winger, just in my opinion. But I don't think that Balde is reliable at all. Just is injury prone. I think that would have been a better investment, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Lucas, you vote, big dog.
I think a bona fide goal
I
scorer
didn't
would
want
have
to
been
click
nice.
it and like move on real
I will
quick.
say-
I didn't want to like segue us off.
The thing about his off the ball and on the ball, Gord beats his man. For Newcastle, you watch him play. You watch him in the World Cup. He beats his man with pace. It doesn't matter how you beat your man. He beats his man, and it's just
Yeah.
that final end product.
Listen, I have never been high on this dude. I don't really
I know
mind.
it's
I don't see it. I never did. I never liked him. He just looks like he's annoying. I don't know. I got a lot of
He is.
biases. Like he just
He
looks
is.
like your most stereotypical, like, oh, I love Baines, brother, and I just want to hit him. Don't know why.
That's why.
So
That's why he mogged Rashford, buddy.
Yeah.
The way he
Okay.
left Everton a
I'ma
few years ago
watch my
was
mouth.
pretty sus. The way he left, he like
He's-
forced his way out of Everton.
He's a prick.
Yeah.
Let's just say
Here,
he is. He's a
listen. I respect the purchase if you believe in your guy. However, I think they could have done without, spending 80 million and still looking at Koundé being like, "You're still our guy, brother."
Yeah,
Send him
I don't
to
think it's a
Al
must.
Hilal, dude.
That's fair.
So
They didn't need it,
no,
but
I'm
I still
putting
give
him
it
B
A.
because I don't think they need it because of who they had, who's
Fair.
coming home. Anyway, I'm going B.
I mean, I think that's another question though. Like, does he really even start?
With
Uh,
Rafinha, I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if it's
I think
Rafinha,
Lamine off the left,
Who's
Lamine
at
off the right's the obvious.
Who's
Yeah,
playing
and
9 though?
then-
Gordon might play. Gordon
Gordon's
might play
gonna play
9.
That's
They
true.
have Shark.
That's true.
No, Shark might be leaving though. Shark wants to go to PSG.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
Gordon. Yeah.
You know who Shark
Yeah,
looks
so
like?
do
Never
I,
mind.
pal.
I can't even think of his name.
PSG doesn't want me though.
Can we keep this one short and simple? And I mean, I'm sorry, any player like this, I know it's a world.
Yeah,
It's even, actually
S
two
tier.
and it's a World Cup purchase.
I'm
He
pissed.
cannot
I'm
go to
pissed.
Saudi at this point of your
This
career.
one hurts.
Like
What
I'm
was it?
putting.
It's
What was the name of the
he-
Portuguese guy who went a few years ago that everyone was like, "Bro, you're a dickhead." Like he was supposed-
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
No, he was
Vega?
some young talent.
Vega from
No,
Porto.
no, yes.
Yeah.
He was Brazilian.
Oh,
And
I
now
was
he's
gonna
fucking
too.
around at
He
Porto.
played for like Benfica.
Yeah, he was
It
somebody
was
who was
Porto, Vega.
Vega.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Javi
can't remember his
Vega?
name.
Yeah.
Javi Vega?
But
John
yeah,
Duran did it
that one
too.
pissed
He
me
was
off.
Spanish. He was Spanish, I think. But either
And
way.
you know
There was
what?
that
I
dude, and
mean,
that pissed me off.
I think the grander conversation is about, like the overall spending power of top clubs in the world being rivaled against, the Saudi Pro League.
Yeah.
And we could get into that, but for me personally, as a fan who watches European football and lives and breathes it, watching such a young, exciting player like that go to a league where let's be honest, I'm not gonna watch. That sucks. Like
I'm
he
not
could have
watching
gone
Al Shabab,
anywhere.
bro. I'm good.
Like I was seeing links to Rome, and I was like, like that's not the best move for his career, but I'll still tap in.
Boring.
I'll watch Serie A to watch Somerville, but dude, like that's for 80 mil too. It just blew. I was seeing reports for like 40 mil to Roma. They doubled that. It was an
Yeah.
instant. He's gone. Like that. That to me is just like
Sucks,
I
man.
don't know. It might be elitist to say that, but to me, it just
No,
it just
I
rubs
agree.
I'm with you.
instant
That's how,
beef.
that's how
Yeah.
Saudi works.
I just like it.
Totally agree.
It's like to me, I always like in my mind because I'm not really tapped into like that like this hard to football. I always compare it in my mind to like NIL in college sports. Like whoever just gives the person the most money, they're like, the world
Yeah.
is at my feet. I
You
have
win.
everything. And you can't fight it anymore.
It's generational wealth.
It is, and
Yeah.
you can't like. I saw some tweet that's like, Somerville going there for like 3 years is so good because he can make all the money he wants and play wherever he wants. No, what if he goes there and just sucks, and then nobody wants to bring him back? Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
what
the
a way to
chances of that
do.
go
are
Saudi. You go
he's gonna
Saudi.
go there
Oh,
and rake it
like
up.
4 generations of your family is taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, I respect it from the financial side,
I mean,
but
yeah,
it just
fairs, but
makes me sad to see
It's
somebody
like
that
Nico
I wanted.
Lamalade.
Yeah, I wanted
as a
United to
fan, it
sign this
just
dude so
sucks.
bad, and now I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay, well, later. Like, I can't do
I
anything
also
I
about it.
wouldn't.
think
Is this
underrated aspect of this is like we are all aware of like the fact that teams that get relegated into the championship have to deal with like financial struggle because they're not getting the same
Yeah.
amount of like
Yeah.
Revenue from
West Ham have
sponsors.
gotten 200 million pounds for players after getting relegated. Like they might have the best season in championship history if they spend that money
Yeah.
correctly. Like
Jared
Oh,
genuinely.
no
Bowen's about to
way
throw
they don't come
40
back up.
goals if they get him a
Big
winger.
if. Big
Yeah.
if.
Like
But like then
Bowen
again,
staying? I mean, if Bowen's
yeah,
staying,
Bowen's staying. They
Bowen
have
is
all
staying.
this money coming in from sales. Like assuming
Wan-Bissaka
that
might
they
leave
like,
still.
out correctly and get players in, they genuinely could get 120 points in the Champions League, and that's not even an exaggeration.
no. But the thing is, no Premier League team, no big European team was going to spend that money. So I mean, if you're going to make the money, if
Yeah.
you're West Ham and you're desperate, I mean, it's a steal for yourself. You're only helping your club out. However,
Yeah.
Going
Josh,
deep.
absolute
We all agree on
just
to wrap it up.
Right.
terrible. I'm so
Yeah.
sad.
This one, I'm
Santi?
gonna go to you, Santi. This is
Never
Jeremy.
saw him. Oh wait,
This
Jeremy Jacquet.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be so honest. I don't know anything about him either.
So here's
I know
the
nothing.
background. So Jeremy Jacquet came from, I believe, Nice, but I'm gonna double check.
Yeah. It might be Stad Ren.
I think it was stop name.
Ren. His
Really?
transfer value is 55 mil. He went for 63. The reason that people might
That's-
forget is he actually signed, I believe, in February and was put on
Yeah.
loan. I think. I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
I think that's right.
Chelsea was linked to him extremely heavily. I watched a ton of comps. The dude's a baller. I'm not gonna lie. The new injury concerns could be somewhat of an issue, but I think he's a baller. I don't know
Yeah.
much else. I don't know enough. I'm gonna go B. But I give it to the Liverpool fans and Matt.
Yeah. I was looking at him today. Apparently, he's going to play the last game or two of our preseason. They want him to eventually pair up with Virgil and start from
Yeah.
like at least after a few weeks into the season. That's low-key all I know. I hope it works out. I actually don't know shit about this guy. I feel bad, feel
No.
uninformed. But I'm gonna say what? I mean, that really wasn't too much. We didn't pay that much over his market value.
Yeah.
I hear good things. I mean, I'll just low-key go A.
He's a ball
Like, I don't know.
I believe, by the way. Like that's
That's
a
fire.
I know that I know that it's a
aging Van Dyke.
I know that it is a pointless comparison to do with previous market prices, but Matthew said we don't have that much information about him, and is that he has 33 senior appearances, so he has not proved himself at all as a professional, in my opinion. Now, uh, then I compare it to what Incapié was for a fraction from Leverkusen.
How much was he?
I just
I got it right here.
Leverkusen bought Incapié
Got it
for
right here. Hold on.
40
Okay.
for 40 million. I think that Jacket for 63 million for 33 senior appearances. He definitely needs to be a baller in order for him to be that much.
I
A baller.
agree.
Although I do think that as any other team in the Premier League, we need a center back bad.
100%. I agree with that. And I also think there should be a slightly different point, but I think there should be a conversation about like the value of $60 million now. Like $60 million is not the $60 million it was in 2016.
Positional
Like
value, though. Positional value. Center backs go for less.
I if he's valued at 55, we paid 63. Like I don't know shit about him, but like I don't know. I recently think within the transfer market in general, like the talk about how much people cost, it's like there's really not much like inflation is not really being taken into a factor as much as it should. Like 60
Yeah.
million isn't really that bad these days. It just
Fair.
isn't.
Now paired with Leone, and I think that is a good project. I really
Yeah, I
think that
agree.
is a good project.
I've heard this dude has like all the potential. It's just like Santi said, nobody knows anything about this dude unless you're tapped into the team you bought him from.
I'm worried
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
the EL for Leone, but I do think it's a good. I think they're two good signings. I do.
I mean,
I'm
he's
worried
French,
about
right?
Yeah.
What's
What?
He's French, right?
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the issue is,
It's up
hey,
to that. Ask, bro. Ask.
coming from me,
When was the last time that a big team has signed a young French player and it hasn't banged?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's like a super like
Thaddeus
basic
Shield,
like,
Disasi,
That's
may I
Chelsea
okay,
though.
go?
That's
other than
Chelsea though.
Chelsea. Other than Chelsea. Chelsea doesn't have the best track record.
Chelsea also
Fine.
signs like 66 people a year.
Hey, do not worry. Jordan Henderson's coming to town, baby.
That's true.
Dead
That's
No,
wood.
but realistically, I
wood.
mean, I don't know much about the guy, but the potential that this signing has, if he is someone that can sit next to Van Dijk and make Van Dijk look like he did 3-4 years ago, then this is a very serviceable signing. Considering the fact I don't know
Yeah.
much about him, I have to go see. 'Cause I really just do not know this much about the guy, and the price tag is a little concerning. But I mean, he could be an absolute world beater. I mean, the first few weeks of the season, we might figure that out. But for
Yeah.
right now,
Who's taking him in fantasy?
I'm
We
not
do
informed.
need we do need another signing, another
You
center
do.
back.
Yeah.
Hey,
100%.
gosh. Go get
Yeah, bro.
go get Presno, Kempem, whatever his name is.
Kimpembe.
Yeah, he's
I
a
don't
free
want to see
agent,
Joe
I
brother.
haven't
He's
Gomez.
a
heard
free
about him
agent,
in
brother.
years, man.
You guys
I
should
just
sign
want
a
the-
Fresno.
You guys
I
should
do
sign
not.
Disasi and Thaddeus Shield
I heard we're getting Colwell actually.
for like 60 mil.
Anyway,
We were linked to
listen,
Colwell for a while.
I'm
We
going
went for 10
C.
minutes.
I know nothing about this bloke.
All right, we go
There's
see.
Oh, God.
The second, by the way, just real quick, we don't need to have a discussion, but 200 mil for two players from a relegated side,
Yeah.
just insanity.
Unreal.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mateus Fernandez, market value 50 mil, went for 100 mil. I think my take, I've watched this guy play a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually shockingly seen a lot of West Ham games. Never in a million years, and by a lot I mean like 9. Never in a million years is this man worth 100 million. I think this became a club bidding war type
Yep.
of thing where they thought that Spurs was going to come in, and so they thought that other teams were going to come in, and Spurs said, you know what? We're going to get our man. We're going to get him early. This man is literally a Giroud center attacking mid prototype in the means that he scores screamers from outside the box. He'll get a Puskas, and his highlight reel can make him look like the greatest 10 of all time. But other than that, he's covering up mediocre performances. He carries the ball well. Defensively, he's somewhat of a liability. I think he's shockingly overpriced. Therefore, I'm going C. I do think he'll be serviceable for them. I'm going C. It's just such a bad price.
Bro,
Lucas,
we
go
did
ahead,
that.
then I want to say something.
I got one quick point. You guys ever seen Storage Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, we did the Storage Wars method on Tottenham. You just keep raising the price, and one day
Yeah.
they're like, shit, and they just poof.
Yeah.
So listen,
Yep.
the other Man United fan, Mateo, who's not here today, was willing to get on his knees for this man. I never really saw
He
it.
Bro,
needs to
Twitter,
Just so you know,
Twitter
bro.
hype though. Twitter hype, bro. Mateo feeds into Twitter hype.
Dude,
Which
he
is the
Yeah.
does.
clips. though. I'm telling you, it's the clips.
He's a Twitter
The
merchant.
Twitter hype is getting to me about Baliba, but that's a whole different point.
Bro, no way. No way.
Moving on.
That's
No
not the point.
way.
That's not the point.
We're moving on.
I'm happy that Spurs spent this amount of money for a guy that everywhere I have looked, besides the words out of Mateo's mouth, has said is overpriced. That's all I got.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be such a. Go ahead, Cannon. Actually,
Okay, I have 2 points to make, and honestly, neither one of them have to do with his footballing ability, but I think they're important to do. I think those are actually 2 important points in terms of ranking this transfer.
He's
Okay,
Portuguese,
first and
right?
foremost. First and foremost, what's that?
He's Portuguese, right?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
Portuguese.
yeah.
You're right back.
The thing about Mateus Fernandez is that if this guy was signed for 40 or 50 mil, I would probably put him in A or S because I think
Yeah.
that would be, if he was bought for his market value, I think that would be a really good signing for whoever got him. If that was United, Spurs, even if it was like a mid-table club, like I feel like that would have been a good pickup because from what I've seen, he's all around a good midfielder, but like 100, like damn near 100 million pounds, like that's utterly ridiculous. And the other thing is, they bought Sandro Tonali for the same price. Sandro Tonali, to me, was one of the best midfielders in the world last year. Maybe not like quite up there, but like in that conversation. And what really confuses me is like, what is Spurs' directive here? Like, is it gonna be Tonali and Fernandez for the next 5 years? Because I'm looking around at their squad. They still have Archie Gray. They still have Bergval, who I would say are almost just as good, if not better, than Fernandez. So it's like you're spending 200 million pounds on midfielders, and really the only like first team improvement that I'm looking at is Tonali. Everybody else is fighting for a spot. So like, what was even the point of getting this guy? And like, it could be De Zerbi really wanted him, but considering Spurs' track records with managers, is the next guy even going to want him? I have no idea. So like, for me, this one's a huge head scratcher. I think you're right. They got caught into a bidding war where they couldn't back out, and like this could end up being a huge, like colossal flop. For him personally, I hope it's not, but he's already been relegated twice. Been relegated. I'm saying C at most.
Tyler Dibbling.
Yeah.
Tyler Dibbling. It's all.
Oh my, that's the bloke, dude. We've talked about this dude.
Yeah, Tyler Dibbling.
Yeah.
This screams of that, but yeah, I don't see it at all.
Yeah, it's just 100 mil for the profile he is for the team he's going to. Makes no sense to me. I voted D.
Yeah.
I have a question. If they were both, if he was bought for 50 million, and then Anderson was also bought for 50 million, to the same team, which one do you think would be a better midfielder?
Anderson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
Definitely.
I don't know much about this dude, but 100 million is ridiculous for
putting him
somebody.
in D, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. C at most. It's the price tag, man. Like, I don't see it.
I did C. I think that
because of the price tag.
Yeah,
because
I think he's fine. I think he'll end up being a decent midfielder. Like, I don't think he's a dog shit player. He'll score some screamers. Like, it's fine. They still have Xavi Simons playing in the 10 as well. I think he's better.
And Madison, by the way, he reeks of.
He doesn't have a name.
Bangs in a few screamers first 10 weeks and then disappears. He's
bro. You remember?
He screams.
You remember Andres Pereira, bro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Andres
Pereira, bro. He'll be fine. 100 million is genuinely probably. I think this is probably the overpay of the summer so far.
Yeah.
It's 100 mil for a guy.
I'm
can't
currently
even
trying to think of all the West Ham games I watched this last year.
2.
I'm trying to think. Did Mateus Fernandez ever stand out on that field? And he did not.
He played well against Arsenal. He played well against Arsenal.
Performance against me. Also, it's tricky because you have Jared Bowen, so you just feed him the ball every time. So play kind of goes through him.
Oh, dog.
I don't know.
He's like one of those bits where like I'm watching a like Man United Chelsea game and I'm like, is Caicedo even out there? I dead ass don't know if Fernandez is out there. I straight up mean it. I do not know.
All right, it was Kabi even in the stadium? He's so good and he never plays.
We did the double on you. I don't know why you're speaking to me right now. Anyway,
Bro,
I'm
what's
clicking
my
C.
second one?
It's a
You
new
guys
season.
Damn.
lost the
Yeah,
European final to Spurs,
Ooh.
bro.
Low key.
Okay, let me introduce this one because I have a thought out.
Oh, what do you
Wait,
think,
can we
Cannon?
do the blonde one to the right as Garnacho?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Wait, that WWW.
I had a damn it. I had a bit I was gonna do, Lucas. You just fucked it. Thanks a lot, bro.
Sorry.
So, my opinion on Morgan Rogers. Let's go into the depths of it real quick. From Villa to Chelsea, market value 90 mil, purchase value 138. So, euros. Yeah, euros. So,
Thanks. I was
my
nervous.
gripe with this is the obvious gripe everyone has. I think it's an overpay. I think the
100%.
reason behind this is he wanted Chelsea, which is good. Obviously, that helps with the personal details. But if you're in a battle with Arsenal here and you've got these two top teams going, Arsenal was supposed to put in a bid the day after we did, right? And so you're gonna have to bid high. English just played in the World Cup. One of Villa's better players. Villa is in a not really in a selling position right now, to be honest with you. Like they are one of the better teams in the league. They're better than us last year. So I think that feeds into it. Also, I think here we're buying tactical fit and
Yep.
manager wants him. So I'm gonna go. Let me
Shabby's
just.
man.
I think
That's
he's.
why we paid 138. It's Shabby's man.
Exactly. I think he can play off the left and he can play in the 10. Those are two positions we need depth in. He fits them both. He fits a 5-back formation or a 3-back formation and in that left 10 with the 2 pocket 10s with him and Cole. And he also fits in a 4-2-3-1 on that left side or at the 10. So that combined with the fact that here's why I'm putting as an A. I think he's a brilliant player. He's very direct. His shooting is phenomenal, especially from outside the box. But the reason I'm putting as an A is actually has nothing to do with him. It's because it's the change in like purchasing, like change in transfer strategy from what we've seen from the club. They're actually showing
You've
ambition.
had one good window.
They're buying a top talent though. They're spending the money based on what the manager wants. Like this is not. They would not have done this last window. They would have bought. Well, I can't even slander Datsan Sapev, but they would have bought some Kyrgyzstani dude for 4 mil that you never would have heard of. You know what I mean? So I think a big
Yeah.
transfer that the manager wanted. I think that in the tactical
That's actually
fit.
a good point. That changes my mind a little bit.
I think that the reason I'm going to put it A is because we're actually, it looks like a project where they're supporting the manager and they're actually building a team, not just a group of assets. Like we look at everything as a sellable asset. He's here because he's going to be a brilliant player. I would put him S, but because of the price, I have to go A, unfortunately. But
This is an S tier signing for me. Culture shift, Shabby's guy. When you look at the stats, not only the ball carrying and the ball driving, but also like the way he plays, like he can do the 1-2s, he can take on his man, he can shoot from outside the box. It perfectly complements not only Shabby's system, obviously, but also it perfectly complements Cole's style of play as well. Because Cole as a 10 kind of drops in a little bit, kind of plays those, he kind of plays those incisive passes from a little deeper. Morgan Rogers can be a little bit more forward.
Oh my god.
He's S tier.
Anyone else notice Noah's camera got a little bit higher? The second Cole Palmer was mentioned, all of a sudden it went. Anyway,
Dude, him and Cole are best friends, bro. You know how they're gonna, bro.
The
That
two-
double,
The
Cole
double
that's
celly.
like the
Holy
hot and the
shit.
ugly friend in a 2-man.
bro.
Bro, pull your thong down, Jesus Christ.
Oh
Dude,
my
they're gonna
god.
cook.
I think
I think
my only thing on Morgan Rogers is that I think that he is pretty irregular. Left
yeah,
wing
he had some cold
or a 10.
ass stretches last season.
He's a streaky. He's a streaky to me.
Yes.
And that's
So
the only
Palmer.
thing
I would rather
wouldn't
have
pay
him
that
Bumo.
much. I wouldn't want my team to pay that much money for such a streaky
No, totally
player.
fair. Lucas,
This
you
is-
got it. Who did you just say?
This is my rebuttal. I'm pretty sure it was, I don't know if it was James Lawrence or I think it was Adam Clary. Adam Clary did a really good
No.
video on Morgan Rogers that it's not. He was streaky, but in those streaky stretches, he was still creating for his teammates, and it's just the way he plays, where he positions himself, where he makes those passes, and when he chooses to take on his man. That's what's the important part of his game is how he. It wasn't his GA; it was how he created for his team. He's pulling two guys over, and then he
Damn,
makes that
bro.
decisive pass
Oh,
through.
Evan.
It's the
Oh.
Lamine
Dude, this
Yamal
is
effect.
exactly what they said about Cole Palmer after he didn't score for 30 games or something. This is dead ass the same shit y'all said,
Real
but he
shit.
was really good on the
Okay,
ball still.
dude, no, fuck off. Because who are we passing to? Respectfully, we're passing to Nicholas Jackson. Like,
You've
is he
been
gonna-
I mean, I hear it.
You have had all of his meat in your mouth for the longest I can remember. Now you want to slander
Oh,
him?
because it's fire. Because his meat is fire. That's why. Okay, I'll have his meat in my mouth to the day I die. I'm gonna die
I'm,
because
I'm talking about Jackson, not Palmer.
No, Lucas, I think
Oh,
I've
no, I
literally
love
said it in the
Jackson.
chat. I've said it in the chat before. I think he's a great player. He just he gets in those goal scoring opportunities. He links up well with Palmer. He's like probably the perfect striker for Palmer.
You
He
have
just
to
can't fucking finish.
Okay.
Can we
Hey, but don't
please
worry, you guys
talk
have Danny
about the
Welbeck this year,
amazing
so.
business that Aston Villa did? Bought it for
Yeah.
9 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
sell
that
it for
is
Yeah.
137.
Hey,
Another
wait,
City
that's good
Academy
business.
project.
Where
We
did
have to start
Villa
having
buy
a
him?
conversation. City has the best academy in the world currently. They have to.
We're not doing this bullshit. That's another video.
Good.
I don't know.
Who did
Saying.
Villa
I'm
buy
just saying.
Rodgers from?
Middlesbrough.
You bought him from Middlesbrough.
Michael Carrick.
And they got him from
Blackpool and Bournemouth.
yeah, Bournemouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But where was he before Bournemouth?
Evan,
Cannon?
Evan, you're absolutely right. This
Is
last
that
season
City?
he
Bowling
created big.
Up here. Up here.
No, there was one more before that, wasn't there?
Oh, shut up. He was
This
a
doesn't matter, bro.
Where,
This is a
where was
measuring
he? Where
contest,
did
bro.
he play in the academy? It was at
Okay,
City.
moving on.
Along
Cannon,
with
your pause. Cannon, your
many
pause.
other
Cannon.
players. Man, fuck off.
Fuck
What-
that. Fuck
What's
this
everyone putting
Chelsea
as the
hype,
vote?
bro.
I'm going
saying
A.
A.
I
I'm
actually
going
think
A.
I'm gonna go on A as well. I think Rodgers is cold. I think it's a little. I think there's a potential that it ends up being like a decent like 8 goals, 6 assists season. That's like fine. I think there's a potential for that. I think there's a super potential for that. Also, I do want to just say Cole Palmer had 1 Premier League assist last season to
I
João
need to put
Pedro,
this
best
on-
striker in the league.
I need to put this on record because we did it for Wirtz. Now we have it. Now we have. Sorry, that ultra's kicking. Now we have it in video form. Wirtz, we said 25 goals and assists, or we say 20?
25. It was
25.
trash, bro.
I'm
It's
gonna go.
trash.
I'm gonna go. Morgan Rodgers. If he does not get 20 goals and assists, I'm disappointed.
I was going to say, literally,
In the
this might just be a verse
Damn.
2.0.
Over under's 19.5. What, Lucas?
That's
I was
a
going to say,
lot.
this screams a Florian Wirtz transfer where everyone's like,
It kind of does. It kind of does.
and then
No,
all of a sudden,
no.
we're at
Hamish
match day
Leavitt's a
13
premise
and
different
you're up
from
against
Thunder.
Grimsby and you're like, hey, that's a goal. Look at him
I think,
go.
I also
I think
think
it's tricky because if Morgan
improving.
Rodgers gets 15 GA, but then Palmer has the season he did last
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be overall impact type of thing. Because if he unlocks
Yeah.
Palmer, end of story. Like, it doesn't matter where the goals are coming from if he's unlocking Palmer. Because like Evan said, he can draw 2 men to himself. He carries the ball so well. Like, if he can stretch the defense so that Palmer can play in that pocket, then I mean it's kind of game over, dog. All right.
Yeah,
Would you hold on?
I think it might be good.
If
My
it
last
is
thing.
the marquee
Gotcha.
signing of the summer for Chelsea, like, is that it?
No,
No,
we're,
like-
we're splashing big in the midfield. Apparently, I don't fucking know.
Hopefully,
what-
I
Jordan
don't know
Henderson.
who I want. Hopefully, Kamavinga.
I don't know. I honestly I want another center back.
All right,
Anyway,
I think this
Noah, I have a question.
backfire, but for
That's
now,
not-
an A.
What,
For now,
Lucas?
an A.
Who is better,
yeah. I mean,
Morgan
A's
Rodgers
fair.
or Noni Madueke with a slight breeze from the southeast with tape on his
Okay.
left boot?
I mean, you know what they say about Nani, bro? When the wind is coming from the southeast and his boots are on chalk,
Boots on
then
Josh.
he hangs a little right and its curves a little upwards. And you know what
Um,
he's like. You know, it's tough to
Okay,
say. No
let's
to.
say this: Morgan Rodgers or Noni Madueke forgets to switch off his burner.
Oh shit!
Mm.
Madueke, when he tweets that Wolverhampton's a shit place. Anyway,
Yo.
I
fuck
have to
this.
agree.
A.
Okay,
I-
next.
I think
so
Chicago
this is-
hype.
hold on, this is Morgan. I'll introduce this one. This is Morgan Rogers to Chelsea. I think this is a D because we already signed him. And so I don't think you really need two of the same player for 138.
Okay, Sandro Tonali.
No. We're doing this as Garnacho.
Wait,
We're doing
guys,
this as Garnacho.
Oh my god.
Oh, I gave him S tier shit.
What's an S vote? Oh no.
I see an S and a B. That ain't great.
Hey boys.
I gave it S.
I'm just
trying to
clicking. I'm
through
clicking
it.
skip. I'm clicking skip because we've
I hate
already.
to be that guy. That's an S for me. Garnacho's an S.
I agree. As a Chelsea fan, that's
How much
an S.
was it? How much was it? No, it's a loan.
It's a
50?
loan option to buy. The rumor is for 40 to 45 mil. That's the
Hey,
rumor.
bro. Unai Emery could really get the most out
It
of him.
might
I'm not
work.
even
Why
like,
do I
Sancho,
do
I'm
it?
not even
Sancho,
bullshitting, bro.
Rashford, now Garnacho.
It's gonna work.
Garnacho more GA than Morgan Rogers this season.
That would be cinema.
I would lose.
That would be
it.
cinema.
Hey, Matt, that's a hot takes video. That's for another time.
All right, I'm gonna click skip. Then we
All
can
right,
move on to
Sandro
Tonali.
Tonali.
All right.
Hey,
This isn't.
not much to say here.
Let me
It's an
give
A.
you the background. 80 mil market value. He went for 108 from Newcastle to Spurs.
As much as it pains me to be like, that's some good business because it's Tottenham. Man, fuck, some good business. And the
He's
thing
not
is,
even.
Listen, I think
I
hey,
wanted him.
he's
I
not
wanted
less
him.
because he's going to
I
Tottenham.
didn't. I don't care if he pulled up and decided to gamble on guinea pigs fighting. I'd have been like, cool, brother. Welcome to the team. The issue is,
Literally.
he's so fucking good, and Tottenham got him, bro. Oh, I'd actually rather him just like fucking go to Saudi Arabia than watch him play in a white uniform. I can't do it.
Okay, I think so. My little brother is a diehard Newcastle fan, right? He might make a guest appearance someday. He actually knows crazy ball, but I've watched so much of this guy.
Wasn't
Like I've
he high
watched.
on Woltamad?
No, he hates Baltimore. Here's my thing about Tonali. I think in this market, 100 mil is not even that bad. 108, whatever. I think
No.
my two concerns, and both of these are potentially not valid, and I completely understand that. Wow. Number one, off the field. He had so many issues in Italy with gambling, right? He was supposed to have a much longer sentence than he ended up having. He got out of it. Second issue, I don't want to throw these allegations on people because I think there's a chance that he's actually not part of this, and this is a crazy allegation. I believe he is part of this whole Italy prostitution ring thing at the moment. Like the sex trafficking. I think
Okay.
he's a
Bro, the
I don't-
Italian
he was doing
weirdos.
Let's keep it to
He
football.
was doing whippets with
I
like
could be
dwarfs,
wrong.
bro.
That the other issue is that, brother, this guy, like anytime a player goes to Spurs, what do they immediately gain? Like it gets added to their play styles
Aura.
on FIFA. Bozo trait, bro. And this guy low key has the bozo gene. Very low key.
There was one man I would say no to that for.
Who?
Kudus, if he wasn't injured, bro.
Bruh, I can't lie
Yeah.
though. Watching
Yeah, if I ain't
Italy,
had balls, should be my uncle, bro.
Man,
But
fuck all you.
this guy's a bozo trait, bro. Trust
if you watch Italy just as a team, dysfunctional. They don't look good. Just in general, nobody plays well. They look dysfunctional.
me.
But watching Italy play, Sandro Tonali, he is the one bright spot. I think he
Oh,
can do
yeah.
it anywhere.
I felt the same
I'm-
way about Newcastle. Newcastle was shit for like 75% of the season last year. Sandro Tonali, I mean, I said this in our section about Matías Fernandes. I think currently, right now, he is within the conversation of one of the best midfielders in the world.
Wow.
The fact that
Okay.
I think so.
I
I think so.
I agree. I don't think that's ridiculous at
Sandro
all.
Tonali, on the ball, off the ball, he is elite. And I think the fact that Spurs got him could take them from having two of the worst seasons in their recent history to challenging for Europe again. And I'm not saying that's just him, but I'm saying a player like him completely
caliber.
changes the complexion of that squad. The problem is, and this is what I was getting at with the Fernandez part, and this is why I don't think it's an S, and why it's just an A for me, is I don't really see the vision in terms of the squad building for Spurs right now.
What's the
It's
balance?
very confusing. I think it's literally just get as many good players as we can get, and if that's the the tactic, Tonali is an incredible signing for that. But like if they're trying to create a system around how De Zerbi plays, I don't know. I mean, either way, Tonali is a great signing, but for me,
Yeah.
him going to Spurs is just kind of a kick to the balls because it's like if he was 105 mil, like honestly, if you gave me a theoretical between you could either pick up Tonali or Anderson tomorrow for the same price, I'm not gonna lie, it would be really, really hard for me to turn down Tonali for Anderson. But obviously, that's a complete hypothetical. I really like Tonali. I think it's an A.
I think
my opinion.
for me the profile to Spurs doesn't matter because of how classy he is at multiple phases of the game. He's gonna be a dog. Like that's why Newcastle's so good because he's a dog off the ball, and then just on the ball he's ball
Kenny, you kind of
carrying.
look like him.
I worry about the mentality. I really do, man. Like De Zerbi
You
is
like
so feisty and
Handsome,
fiery,
bro.
so aggressive. I kind of do worry about discipline, but he's such a good player. He's freakishly athletic. He's the
Yeah, I
opposite
gave
of
him.
Andre Sanchez.
know.
He is a freak athlete.
I gave him an S. I think.
Yeah,
He's the opposite
I
of
gave
who?
it Andre Santos.
Andre Santos.
I gave it an S as well. I actually low key think this is the best signing we've talked about so far. I think
Yeah.
100 million in this market, low key chill. I think he immediately comes into Spurs, and maybe they don't need another center mid, but he low key probably becomes their best player in the whole entire roster, if not maybe second to who I don't know. But I think it's a good ass signing, bro. I think he's gonna ball out for them. I think he might help them. Like I think that's a total ceiling raiser. I think he helps them become
I agree.
maybe a
It's
top
ceiling.
10. Maybe they challenge for the top 10 this year. Who knows?
They just like
Maybe,
they
man.
spent so much money on the midfield to just ignore all the other issues around them. It's like you're in a sinking boat and you found like one hole. You're like, that's got to be the big one, and you turn around and there's a
Who's
cannon
their striker?
shot in the side.
They need a fucking striker, bro. Richarlison or Solanke.
Carlson.
Or
Solanke's good.
They
I
got
like
dumb and
Solanke.
dumbass up top, bro.
Solanke's actually not
Solanke's
bad.
okay.
Solanke is-
Solanke's okay.
But the issue is when you're like, Solanke looks tired. You're putting in the biggest dickhead in the Prem.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Santi, what do you think?
I think that this project for Tottenham could go very, very wrong.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Like you could have Senesi, Van Heek, Spence, Van
Those are
de
good
Ven,
signings.
Pedro Porro, Andy Robertson, Romero. You could have Archie Gray, Mateus Fernandez.
Okay,
Then
now
you
they've
could
got
have Madison, Tonali, Pep Matsar, Kudus. You got Xavi Simons. You have this amazing people that are very talented by themselves. You have no team, and I don't think that signing stars is gonna
There's no glue.
fix it.
They don't have a glue guy.
There is no, yeah, maybe Tonali
I
is the
think if they
glue.
kept Paulinho, it would be good, but I don't think they're holding on to him. So
Yeah. I would be shocked if Spurs are anywhere near relegation fight again, to be honest.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
I think
you
they
would
finished
think
like around 12-9.
I think they finished like 7th or 8th.
I think they finished 7 or above. I think for me, Tonali transcends this tactical system issue just because of how good he is.
Yo, you guys low-key gotta take his schmeat out your mouth, bro. This is
Yeah, I don't think he's
You guys
God
really
among
don't
men.
rate
He's a
Tonali
good
like that?
he's a good
There's-
ass midfielder, don't get me wrong,
also-
but he's not taking them to the promised land, dude.
He
By
does
himself.
everything you want him to do, and he does it for any team you want him to do.
You
Like
could say
we're talking about
yeah.
dysfunctional teams and
Yeah,
dysfunctional projects.
Look at Italy. They still can't do anything though. That's my
Look-
point. They
No,
didn't
but
even make the
Tonali's
World Cup.
class.
But that doesn't mean
Tonali's
anything. You
class
can
right
now.
you can plug a star into
That
a
doesn't
team and
mean
they still
anything
can't
at
play.
all.
Like
I
Good
mean, I
sign.
know that we're talking about Spurs, but Newcastle were genuinely
Newcastle were
abysmal last
shit.
year.
They were
They were
awful
so
last year.
bad.
They
They
were
were so
so
bad.
bad.
yeah,
They need to
guess-
fire Eddie
But,
Howe
like,
tomorrow, bro.
Their best player that entire season was Tonali, and there's like no
Bruno
question
G.
about
But
Oh, I
Bruno
can-
G was hurt.
it.
I can
Bruno
go
G is
back to
good,
things.
but
That's
I don't
kinda
think
cool.
he has
Okay.
the same skill set as Tonali, personally.
All right.
All right.
What's our final vote
I'm
here?
I'm
I think
I'm clicking
I-
S.
I
I
said
did-
S already.
I did S, but that's just in the context of who else is on this list. Maybe it's an A if it was, I don't know.
okay. Let's go. Damn. This is technically not a transfer. Technically.
Just Rashford
only-
returning.
I really put this in here for Mateo, and Mateo got syphilis earlier this morning from his gay Republican boss. So
his
we're
Yep.
going to
Oh, God.
we might have to cut that out.
We might
I was
bleep that out.
Oh,
I
we
want
might
it.
have to.
I want it known.
We're gonna just murder his digital footprint.
Yeah.
So
So
where are we doing this? Are we rating
what
this?
we're gonna do here, I was
Are we
literally
rating this in the context of Barcelona not signing him, or just purely coming back to Rashford?
Yes, and
Coming-
also
Rashford
we have to
coming
keep it somewhat short because it's already been like an hour. But I think we're gonna do context of Barca not signing him, plus what can you do for Manu if he stays? Will he stay? That's a lot of topics, actually. Let's keep it very short and simple. I'm
Let's
gonna ask for three
Let's
things.
just talk quick. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for 3 answers, yes or no. Should Barca have signed him? / is he gonna? Would he be better than Gordon? Okay.
No.
So no, everyone's saying no.
No.
Fuck you mean everyone? Shut up.
So Rashford
Gordon
would've-
works better.
Gordon's better? Okay, Gordon's better. Second question. Should he stay at Man U?
Yes.
Yeah,
Third
low-key, yeah.
question, because that's a
Totally.
yes. Does he start at Man U?
No.
though?
No.
No.
But you
No.
know what he
third.
is.
Cunha's better.
You know what he
So
is.
then, do they sell him then, or is he an
No.
off the bench?
No,
No.
I think he
Yeah.
makes an impact.
Flashy
Oh.
is an against tired legs player now.
Oh my god, he's actually gonna fuck him, dude. Just wait till he has an Anthony Gordon game against the United Botswana team in the Champions League, dude. Oh, he's back.
All right.
Anyway.
I think we've said enough.
I really do think under Carrick he's gonna do well. Does he start off to begin with? No, but
No.
like we're talking about Marcus Rashford. Like this is like the streakiest of all streak players. He will have
Purple patch, bro.
he will have a month this season where he scores
12.
8 goals.
8,
I totally
yeah.
believe
8
that.
goals and one of them goal of the month.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you'll have 3 months this season where he may as well not even be on the squad. But for what United need right now, they need a left winger and they don't want to spend tons of money on him. Why would you not keep around one of your academy's best ever products? Like
One of your faces of the
have to.
franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter. It
I think
does
he's
not
done
matter
his
that he left.
time.
Him coming home is just it's like Patrick Kane coming back to the Blackhawks. You're like, dude,
Yeah.
like he's back. Like that is
Yeah.
a guy who I like helped lead this team to heights that I didn't think with some of the teams we had in the past could be even possible.
What were the heights?
Because-
3rd place?
Do you want to suck it?
Europa
dude?
League.
I mean, this
You're
is
losing the
3rd
Europa League
after
final
almost
to
getting relegated.
Villarreal.
Yeah, mind you, 16th the year before.
They almost got
Anyway.
relegated, so 3rd's a big
Yeah.
upgrade.
Anyway, I was more thinking about the
What
PSG
heights?
comeback in the Champions League. Games where I was like, we got nothing, and then all of a sudden he turns
the round
up.
of 16. Yeah, I remember
Like
that.
small, like little things like that where I'm like, dude, that like cements his legacy for the club. Like you will like that is a game I will not forget.
Rashford
That
begged
game
the
was-
free kick to Barca
He does not start, but he
to win the league.
considering the fact that all we played last year because we just didn't have Champions League, Grimsby and whatever happened in the FA Cup, I'm blanking, our Carabao Cup, whatever it was.
Grimsby.
I think for the fact that we need depth and he's a proven player who knows the team and the system, I think he's perfect for not having to spend 1 cent.
I think he's.
Yeah.
I think he's B. He'll be good.
I'm not expecting
Yeah,
this
I
dude.
think-
I'm not
Because if
expecting
he
this dude to
comes
come in and
back,
change
he
our
can just
team.
do
But
the feed the kids gimmick, and then he'll have
Yeah, feed the kids. Yeah, that's true. I think
you're doing the
he'll end up being
Strasbourg
decent.
gimmick. Shut up.
I actually think that's funny. That's the W joke, Lucas. I actually
Thanks,
think that I think that there's a chance he ends up starting. I think I could see a potential world where Bumo starts playing like dog shit and Cunha, Rashford, Bruno, Sesko as a front four. Not awful. One of them has gonna have to play on the right though. I don't know who does that.
Probably Cunha.
I guess probably Cunha. Yeah, Rashford definitely can't play on the right.
We bring back Daniel James
Um,
actually for a season.
dog, big guy. And Ahmad.
But
Ahmad?
Oh,
yeah, Ahmad Dorgu,
Madness.
Ballon Dorgu.
dude, listen, Man United. Listen, the team is sounding pretty good. Anyway,
I think you guys will be okay.
I think we'll be
I
good.
think-
I think you'll be all right.
I
fully
think off the bench, what he's going to be asked to do, B.
Yeah, I said
I-
A.
If I say B,
A's
I
fine.
like even as the Man United fan.
I think
I'm saying B.
B is honestly
Yeah.
better, but I think honestly I think he ends up having a solid season.
I
But
think
he
on
does
principle, putting him above B for it not even being a transfer would just make this entire list bogus. So
That's
let's just
fair.
give it
Yeah,
B.
I mean fair.
Give him
But
B.
listen, I think he will be a great addition to a getting better squad for what we're gonna need from him.
All right,
That's where I'm gonna
Noah.
leave it.
yeah, this one is
Vuskovic
amazing.
S. Vuskovic S. I love this signing.
This is going to be interesting. I'm doing some research.
Where's he going?
So here, hold on. So this is a crazy transfer. Vuskovic played for Hoffenheim, but he was bought by
Hamburg.
Spurs. Hamburg. Sorry, my bad. He was bought by Spurs from Hajduk Split in Croatia for 12 mil in 2023.
Oh
From where?
yeah, I know them. Yeah.
He never played an actual game he never played a game for them, and technically was signed by Spurs this summer in 2025 on June 16th or on June 16th. Okay, this is important. Technically signed by Spurs on June 16th. He was then sold to Brighton on July 1st for 60 mil. Okay, market value. Or sold for 54, market value of 60. So he was bought by a team, never played a game for them, sold to Brighton because they bought Van Hecke from Brighton
From Brighton,
for 60 mil. So
like a swap deal.
Wait,
Yeah.
so did
I'm
Tottenham
not gonna lie.
get the profit?
Tottenham got profit. Yeah.
Okay.
So no, sorry. Yes, they got slight. No, they lost 6 mil. Technically, they lost 6 mil.
From Van Heck.
If you swap
It's
those,
basically a swap.
No, I meant profit for the sale of Vuskovic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
they
Okay.
did make profit off the sale, but they paid 6 more for Van Heck than they sold
Okay.
Vuskovic. So it's kind of But my thing about this, Vuskovic is a dog, bro.
He's incredible.
This guy is a fucking dog, and I hate Spurs. So I'm so glad they sold him because this guy is a monster, and I think he is going to be one of those Brighton players that in a year's time is going for a shit ton of money. Because this guy is a monster, and I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I'm not putting this S is because I also think Jean-Paul Van Hecke is phenomenal. They
Yeah.
play slightly different roles though. Van Heck is going to be more of a ball playing center back. This guy is a destroyer, bro. When you see this guy play, he is huge. Like,
Yeah, he's
I'm gonna go
massive.
A. I'm gonna go A. If they kept Van Heck, this is an easy S tier, like the easiest of the video.
I remember the first time I heard about this dude was like a random post from like Wonder Kids or something.
Yeah, like Rising
where they were
Ballers.
talking about this random Croatian center back that was the top goal scorer in the Croatian league for
Oh my
like a
God,
month.
That's him?
Yes. He had like 12
I'm
goals
back.
from center back. And
This
at
guy's-
that point, I was like, hold on. Who is this
Just
guy
from set
again?
pieces?
I watched him so much for Hamburg last year just because for whatever reason I was tapped in the Bundesliga. This guy is unreal, dude. I'm telling you, Brighton got an absolute gem. They're going to treat him right. He's going to get tons of minutes. He's going to be an incredible FPL pickup because he's going to score like
Yeah.
tons of set pieces.
I was
I'm
hoping
telling
I
you,
heard.
Oh, bro.
this one's ass.
Not gonna lie, I was hoping to keep down the DL.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
my bad.
I just
blew
know
it.
Brighton. I know Brighton doesn't really fuck up with their signings. Like they're really like I low-key trust it. Like just I don't know that much about him, but if Brighton bought him for 60,
If they're
he's
willing,
probably
yeah.
a dog.
If they're willing
Yeah.
to spend that kind of bread.
How old is him?
He
like-
is
He's like 22, 23.
Super young.
He's
That's-
19.
He's 19.
No way.
Damn.
That's incredible.
So
He was
he's
one of
pretty
the
smart.
best.
What?
Yeah, I would say he was one of the best center backs in all of Bundesliga last year. Him, Schlotterbeck, and Ta, those three were the best center backs in the entire league, and he's 19 years old, bro. He's
To me, that makes, and as much as it hurts, to me, that makes Jaquette be a C tier.
Yeah,
That's honestly
it's
Yeah, I
way
can see
more
that.
proven.
No, I'm
You're
with
right.
you.
I would also
I
like
was
to say
actually surprised to see that Croatia didn't really play him that much during the World
They
Cup.
didn't. Yeah.
Like they really did not utilize him at all, which was very, very confusing to
Noah.
me. But I'm telling
Yeah.
you, this guy's going straight to the top. S tier
Is
for me.
Zolis on this list?
is who?
Solis?
Zolas. No, he is not. I apologize. By the way, Vuskovic is 6'4", pure muscle. Zolas. Damn.
You just threw up
Zolas.
on your keyboard.
Zolas is not on this list. However, we can treat second Rogers, aka Garnacho, aka now Zolas as him.
I'll be so honest, I skipped because I do not know this guy.
I'm
That's totally
going
fair.
A.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
went A as well. Sounds
Alright.
good.
I got a
This
question about this
next-
guy. I got a question when it's an intro.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do the hit your intro.
Okay, so Yan Diomande. This one is extremely interesting. It's not technically on transfer market yet because it's not certified. I believe, someone correct me. So obviously he's going from RB Leipzig, Ivory Coast winger, left-sided player to Real Madrid. There was a bidding war between Madrid, PSG. I believe Liverpool was in at one point,
And City.
and City. Everyone was in
Look
on
at
this guy.
Cannon.
I believe either
one breaks my heart.
City. I believe City had a 100 mil bid rejected. Am I correct in saying that? Or was
I
it
don't even know if we put in a bid. I think that
Okay,
was kind of
someone-
false
That could have been
reporting.
a Fabrizio lie.
someone put in a 100 mil bid? I forget who, but it's also from Fabrizio, who's low
That
key
was
on fraud
PSG.
watch.
It was
PSG.
PSG.
Fabrizio's on fraud watch.
He's on fraud watch, but that's a different story. But I believe the bid was 120 mil for Real Madrid. So
Yeah,
my personal opinion, right?
11 career goals.
Yeah, I was getting some flack for this during the World Cup, but I think this is a very reactionary, very market teams bidding war based purchase, bro. Guess who this guy screams to me? This guy screams Bradley Barcola. He screams Luis Diaz. He screams
Yeah.
these wingers who are extremely technical, extremely quick, can beat their man. But where's the end product in a top league? Luis Diaz is cooking, by the way, so he's off this fraud watch list. But I'm talking about at Liverpool, and I'm talking about
Up though.
Barcola specifically for PSG. I think for France, he's been a little more clinical. But like, it's these guys where like Matt just said, you're paying 120 mil for 11 league goals in the Bundesliga, bro.
That's
Timo
crazy.
Let me
Werner
get my 2 cents
putting
on this, all right?
40 a year before he came to Chelsea. 40. Timo Werner is putting in 40 a year. And
Bro,
look at him, bro. Like it's a
This dude is dead ass. He's dead ass. He dead ass was 2 years ago playing in the same league that me and Cannon were playing in this summer, bro.
yes,
Like,
exactly. Yes, bro.
Listen,
Like this dude
That's
was
true.
in
That
Florida.
is true. But hold on. Let me share my opinion on this because this one hits close to home, bro. I fell in love with Yan Diomande this last winter, bro. Whenever he started playing like a lot for Leipzig, this guy and Antonio Nusa, who hasn't got a signing
Baller.
yet, but it's suspected.
underrated.
Baller.
Those two guys were some of the most fun players to watch. Like that Leipzig team went really under the radar. They weren't in Europe. They were such an exciting team to watch, and Diamande was the shining star in that. We talk about football being formulaic and robotic in the modern age. Diamande is the exact opposite of that, bro. I know that he doesn't have a lot of productivity in terms of stats, but he's super young. He's only been in Europe for 2 years. He played like 20 games for Leganes and then went to RB Leipzig. I'm telling you, bro, if this transfer to Real Madrid goes through, I will be heartbroken because of how successful it will be. And I hate Madrid. I do not want to see them succeed. And the fact that he was linked with City at one point,
I forgot you hate Madrid.
my heart was so full of joy. And then to see it ripped out, part of that's false reporting, which I'm mad about. But Diamande, bro, he's a baller. Anybody that watched him at the World Cup knows
That
how
first
good this
game.
guy is.
Yeah, against
this
Ecuador.
guy
Dude.
going straight to the top, assuming he doesn't have a really bad injury streak, assuming he doesn't have anything off the field that really hinders his ability. In terms of his God-given talent, bro, this guy is not one of one, but he is a special caliber of player that going forward, people are going to remember for years to come. And I'm just sad to see that he's going to Madrid, bro. I really am.
But
It
where
sucks.
does he play? Because he's very
He
Right.
played off the right.
Play.
He played off
He
the
likes
right.
playing on the right. He wants to play off the right.
You
That's
think?
his
Yeah,
preferred
he plays-
side. No, that's his preferred side.
All right.
He said that in an
That's why
interview.
you probably get like Copa del Rey minutes. Like he wouldn't start, but
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm saying. That's what
disagree.
makes me
get
upset.
substitute
That's
minutes.
what makes
Listen,
me
He's
upset.
playing off the right.
He
But
won't be the main
He-
man.
Right,
I'm
me
not
too.
saying he would at PSG or Liverpool or City, but Real Madrid, bro, there's just a certain aura around that club that you either come in and you hit the ground running like Jude, like I mean I can't think of any other names recently, but you either have that or it just swallows you up whole. And I really hope that doesn't happen to him. But
Listen,
hey man.
I
you know,
actually think. Go ahead.
I was gonna say he reminded listen,
I wouldn't mind against Multiple.
he strikes me as like an Alibaba Madueke, bro. Like, it's what he's saying. That's what I'm feeling. I loved him that first game, and then I kind of watched him the rest, and I was like, listen, you got it, but you don't got it. Like he's
Yeah.
got the skills, he's got the speed, he's got the moves,
Alibaba
and then you
had a
put
wing.
him in front of
Hey,
like he could
hey,
throw a rock
write
into
that
the ocean.
down. Diamande being an Alibaba
Yeah, that's going in the
might go down as one of the
bro.
worst takes that this. Hey, this show is young, but bro, I'm telling you, that's instantly going up there for me,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Awesome.
that's
that is an absolutely horrendous.
That's
take.
ridiculous.
Especially 'cause I've never had bad takes, so I feel like I'm allowed to say that that's poor.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sorry, Matt. Go
I
ahead. Go ahead.
That is
I
god
actually
awful.
think I actually think that I actually think Diamande probably ends up their plan is probably for him to be a pretty integral part of the squad pretty quick. First of all, they spent 100 million and they spent 100 million, which like they didn't spend that much on Franco last summer, and Franco's a similar age. Like they actually see
Yeah.
this guy as a dog.
Master Betuno? Is that what we're
He
talking about?
masturbate tuna. Yeah. He wants to play. He wants to play off the right. He's right-footed, but he prefers playing off the right. He wants to go down the line, win crosses. I think he probably. I genuinely rate the ability super high. I just think 100, 120, whatever, is a very risky for somebody with 11 career goal, like pretty much one professional season and 11 career goals. Like, yes,
Great.
like oodles of talent, but it's just risky. I give it an A because I actually think it probably ends up being like an incredible signing,
I think it'll
but
work
it is
out.
risky.
I don't see a world um where this guy Diamante is 100 million and Doku Jeremy is not 100 million.
I'm with
Like to
Santos.
me,
Doku would be now though.
I think so.
No.
to me, Doku and Diamante are pretty similar players.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
And
Doku would
I
go for
think
100 million.
No, he fucking.
I'd put him
Yes,
in
he
I
like
don't
80.
think that he is $100
I'd put him in
million
like
dollar
80.
You
player.
don't think in this
How
transfer
old
market,
is he?
Jeremy Doku wouldn't go for 100
Doku
million?
I'd put
would-
him at 80.
Doku is 24.
Doku would so go for 100 mil, bro.
Doku
What?
go for 100.
Fucking
I think
would.
I agree with Cannon where I just don't really see a situation where he doesn't work out.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
do.
either, man. This guy is going
I
straight
think
to the
it's-
top.
Especially
Yeah.
because Real Madrid do need
going to Real Madrid, but it's true.
they do need a right winger. Do I think that Rodrigo is better than Diamante? 100%.
There's a. Oh,
At
Yeah.
this
what the
stage,
fuck
yeah.
am I talking about? I was gonna say,
Yeah.
does
It's also
Elise
Rodrigo
not play
coming
out
off
there,
an
but he's still in
ACL
Munich?
tear.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Rodrigo's a better player than him right now, but I don't know how much. I don't know how
Not
much
for
longer.
long.
Yeah.
I would
You
love
never
Rodrigo
know
to
what a
come
knee
to
injury
Liverpool.
does to a player.
Yeah, Diamante at Liverpool would have been tough. I think obviously the biggest thing for Diamante the next few years is just gonna be like perfecting that end product. But he's 19, bro. Like he's 19. He scored some bangers for Leipzig last season. I see.
Yeah.
I also don't think in the market today 100 million for a techie winger like
120.
that. Whatever, but 120 for a techie winger that's young that has potential is like stupid. So I also just think I'm actually still astounded that y'all don't think Doku would go for 100. Like that's
I
that's
think
crazy.
My big thing with this dude is just the price tag. It's just
Same.
it's
Yeah,
so it's
it's steep.
so
It's
much
steep.
money. So
Is that
like,
better?
listen,
No,
I think he'll be
I
good.
didn't.
I don't know, but
I didn't love him in the World Cup at all.
I
At
the
agree.
one
all.
game, the one game, Ecuador game.
I
That's it.
agree. I didn't
I
At
think he was
all.
No, he didn't suck my socks off.
That
the
is not
first
a
Did you
game
guys
saying.
watch
was
the
his
game against
best
That is
game.
Norway?
not a saying.
Did you guys watch the game against Norway?
No, I was at work.
Ye-
Yeah, I
Probably.
did.
I was at work.
I did. I thought he was
couldn't.
good. I thought he
He
was
was the
good.
best player on the pitch that day, other than Antonio Nusa.
Me
And
when I
both
go
of those
against
guys were classic.
Julian Ryerson. Just kidding.
Let's not forget that Amad Diallo went on a solo run that game. So let's calm down.
I agree, Cannon.
I don't know. I love this guy.
What are we going here, boys? It
I'm
sounds
willing.
like
I'm willing to put him A.
Yes.
I just
I went A.
if he, I don't know. It's all about potential. It's all about price tag, and
Bro, he's hella
when
hyped,
it's
bro.
time to like what's that called? Reap what I'm sow. Reap what I sow? When I say he's the Alibaba Madiweke, I will come on the stand and I will come out and say it my fault. But I don't know.
I think
cool.
S is too
Yes.
high. S is too
Bro,
high for 11 career goals.
You get to make the mob at this point.
He's got hella Megumi, bro.
Ali,
Megumi? What do you
how
say?
about
All right.
Drake?
Tielemans.
Is it
Tielemans.
Megumi? He's got hella Megumi.
Signing
Tielemans.
the
Oh,
summer.
Oh God.
you.
For the price, for the bargain,
I
for
I
the
actually think
Yuri
it's an
bargain.
amazing signing.
Hold on. Yuri Tielemans from Aston Villa to Man U, real quick. Market value 30, fee 41 mil. I hate to say this. I really fucking do. I am putting this. This is gonna be my first S. This guy
Really,
is fucking brilliant.
It's such an
Tonali's
S. It's
not
such
This
an
S,
guy
S.
is
but
fucking
Tielemans
brilliant. He's
is.
an unbelievable player. I think that when they bought him for 41 mil, that's when literally everybody in the world, including the CEOs of these companies, of these clubs, learned that his release clause was 41 mil. Because that is I would be saying sign this guy up immediately. He's got experience. He's Premier League proven. He is internationally proven, and he can pull the strings from deep. He can get forward. He can score. The guy's brilliant. I hate to say this. I think he walks into that Man U midfield. I think he walks into most midfields in the entire league just purely from his class and elegance. And I
Bro.
think this is an S, bro. This is a 41 mil player. And Anderson, who I actually, hot take, this is for a different video, I would take him over Anderson. Not long term, purely because Anderson's younger and has a higher ceiling. But you know what you're
That's
getting.
interesting.
You know what you're getting. He's super class. If you gave me just for next season, can I take one of the two? I'm taking Tielemans, and if he costs
That's not
41,
ridiculous.
Here's my hang up with
41
Tielemans.
mil, I'm sorry, but that's fucking brilliant.
I brought this up in our segment about Andre Santos. Where does he fit profile wise
Yes.
in United's midfield?
Okay,
Because
that's
if he's
true.
sitting next to,
Kind of
if
a
he's
cop
sitting next
look.
to Kobe Mino, the reason he looked so good for Aston Villa is he was playing in a midfield three where he was the
Kamara.
most attacking guy. It was Kamara and Onana behind them
By the way,
most of the time.
crazy midfield.
That's fair. It's
Yeah.
a really good
And
mid. Kamara
if
is
you have
so good.
two, if you have
Boubacar
two
Kamara is the best of three, just so we're all
Well,
clear. Just always heard.
Yeah,
Onana's
Boubacar
I
so
agree.
underrated.
I agree.
like if you're putting him next to Bruno Fernandes and Kobe
Evan?
Minu,
Hold on,
do you
what did
look
you just
that
say?
good? Probably not.
Evan, did you say Onana's overrated?
Underrated.
Oh, okay.
I feel so bad that
Continue.
he got injured.
That's not even my name, mate.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's not even
I
my
think
name.
purely from a financial standpoint, looking at what my club has done in the past with some of the most boneheaded, I want this player, let's give him the world at his feet with a wage that no other team in the fucking world would pay. Like
Yeah.
Noah said earlier, this is a sign that my club is finally going to take things seriously. We're no longer
Okay.
blue coat. Look at us go, guys. Like finally, we have
Blue
anything else just
chew, bro.
actually we're putting our head down and we're like let's go for people that will play, that have it in the Premier League, and I think this signing for 41 is
Yeah.
glorious from a
I think
financial standpoint.
it's a good
I disagree with
signing.
that.
If it was just Tielemans, it's just however you have Hobby already in the squad.
Yeah.
You signed Santos like 2-3 days earlier or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I just don't understand why are you going out buying like maybe it's a dig on both of the signings as a club, but why are we not only wanting Hobby? Because part of the reason you brought Carrick in was because the boof ass lineups being put out and Cobby wasn't getting minutes. Like the club wanted Cobby to get minutes. And so then now you then basically get Cobby's starter. And then you also get Andre Santos, who would also play in that role. And you're still missing that ball winning destroyer you need next to one of those three.
Duarte, buddy.
Can I ask you a question? Why is it
Ever heard
that
of
every
Well,
other team doesn't catch flack for going, look at the depth we have, like you dorks? But
No,
the
no, no. I
second
think
we decide,
I
hey, maybe
agree
we
with
want a
that. I
midfielder
agree
or
with
no, no,
that.
two,
no. You guys have
it's
great
like
depth. You guys have great depth, but I think
we
that
do now.
in isolation, no, you do now, but like
Yeah, we do
it's
now.
Luka Marquez sign, you do now. But I think in isolation, him and Santos are great deals. I will say, bro, Kabi is literally a Yuri Tielemans prototype, bro. Like this kid plays so similar to Tielemans, and so I don't think you can really play them in the same role. You don't. Tielemans is actually great in that deep lying role, but he's not amazing defensively. He's not that destroyer.
Yeah,
I just think that you guys have a lot of profiles that might not necessarily mix, or if they do, I think to mix a midfield of Bruno,
Yeah,
Kabi
that's the main
or
factor.
Tielemans,
Honestly.
or Tielemans, and then Andre Santos could work. But Andre Santos should not be a starter for you guys. You
No,
guys need to
he's coming
destroy.
off the bench. It's going to be
Correct.
Bruno, Tielemans, Kabi. And the thing is,
Play
Kabi does
Tielemans.
not really play like Tielemans because he doesn't have the passing gene. Kabi is far more defensive.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't think you can play Kabi and Tielemans together. I
But the
really
thing is,
don't.
you're acting as if it's
Kabi will get
Kabi.
overrun.
But the thing is, you're acting as if Kabi can't adjust. Like he's already set in stone.
He
It's
can, but
true.
he
That's
doesn't have
true.
the
He
raw
can no, but
athleticism
he
to
can
cover that much
adapt. Is my
space.
point. He's not
But
locked
that
into a
takes the
set play
course of the
style.
season to do so. That's not.
Yeah.
Nobody's
You're gonna take
nobody
it-
said we're charging for the title now.
Mateo did.
Okay, Mateo's
Yeah.
fucking delusional.
Okay, you guys finish.
This needs Mateo, bro. The people
does.
don't know what they're missing out on, bro. If only
Like,
he hadn't
listen.
gotten syphilis, bro. We're not.
Where
We
did- I mean,
Rest in peace.
From
Yeah.
from a neutral perspective for United, where did United finish?
You ain't
Third.
nothing but neutral. Don't even.
Like
Third.
I am a hater, but like if I was in
There we
United's
go.
position, if I was a United fan, and like if Chelsea got third place, I would want signings. I would want players that gets me to the number one spot. Like what are we doing as a club, in my opinion, if you finish third and you're not pushing for more?
Because we've been
Kabi-
because the reason why I think we end up picking up somebody like
Third.
Tielemans and Santos is because of what's going on with Traumeni and all these other players that we were kind of in for.
Yeah.
Like at this
I
point,
think
it's if he just signed a contract, we have to start picking up our losses and moving on,
Low-key
and that
eggs,
means
bro.
not overpaying for somebody like Adam Wharton and taking somebody
Oh,
like Tielemans.
Don't hate on Adam Wharton.
But that's
Don't
my
hate on
point. No, but I'm saying
I-
like
At the risk
I
of
think
spending that money
myself,
is not worth it.
Tielemans is a good signing, bro. It's a good sign. Like
Yeah.
he's genuinely one of the better midfielders in the league. Incredible finishing. He's good for 2 or 3
His
screamers a
goal
year, maybe
catalog,
more.
dude.
Yeah.
His passing range is fantastic. I think, bro, I think he'll play a lot of games. I think Man United has a lot of competition. They needed depth. 100 million for 2 decent center mid options is quite good. Like I think we're maybe overhating this transfer. Like I think this is genuinely a good ass player.
I think I was trying to get to this point earlier with Santos. I think I am truly not sure, so at least what I see on the internet, from Twitter, from YouTube videos, I think Santos is getting overrated with this move just because of how specific his play style is. And so to bring him in and Tielemans, I think Tielemans on its own is a good signing. But my point is that it gets tainted by Santos,
Fair.
who is a very situational player to plug in.
Fair.
At the risk of
that-
contradicting myself, to me, what this signing looked like, and this isn't necessarily a negative thing, was United saw his performances at the World Cup for Belgium, know how good of a player he is, and said, wait, we can get this guy for 41 mil? Snap it up right now. Like, sign the paperwork. And for that reason, it's a good signing. Now, I would hate to... I probably wouldn't put it anywhere below A because of those factors, but like I said earlier, the situation around it all is just making me a little bit apprehensive to say signing of the summer, bargain of the summer. You know, it's definitely a good signing, but like, is it going to be the end all be all for United this year?
No.
I don't think so. But I'd
mean,
still go.
But
It's
for
still
41, I don't think it needs to be. For 41, it doesn't have to be the
It's
end all
true.
be
It's
all.
a great deal
They
of
need-
business. Honestly,
they
you're not
need
going
a
to find a
third.
good deal like that in this current market
Yeah,
for a
and
midfielder at that price.
I think the Tielemans signing looks a little bit worse because the Santos signing happened as well.
Yes.
But I don't really think spending 50 million for solid depth in the Prem, like with Santos, is the end of the world. It's really not. I don't think it's like catastrophic. I think it's gonna be okay.
For sure.
Yeah. That's true.
All right.
I will say, I saw this
Santi, do
online.
you have anything to say?
I've been texting Mateo this. It's not my money.
Fair.
Santi,
fuck.
anything to bring?
Not really. I think that he's my only S tier. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put S as well.
Love you.
I'm putting A.
B.
I'm happy with that.
Who's doing a B?
No, this is the fake.
This is Zolis / Garnacho.
Yeah, but the issue is we already have votes in.
I'll be real, boys. Let's try to finish before midnight here.
Yeah, we're at a hammer and a
Yeah.
half.
Zolas went to Arsenal. I've got it right here. He went to Arsenal for 40 mil, and his market value. He came from the Belgian.
Bruges.
I'm
Bruges.
assuming
Yeah, it's Club Bruges. Club Bruges.
Bro,
Yeah.
it was Bruges.
I am
Market
so,
value is 40 mil. He's right
I
there.
am so
actually
sold on
think
this guy.
this
40
is next.
mil for depth, finishes with both feet, beats his man. He's not the paciest, but he beats his
Cross-art
man
regen.
with skill almost
Hot
every
take.
single time.
Actually, I'm putting this as S. I'm not gonna
I think
fucking.
it's S.
Yeah, this is
This is
S.
such a steal for Arsenal.
I hate this fucking depth talk.
I hate
I hate you
Arsenal.
so much.
I hate Arsenal, but dude, it's such a good signing. It's an unbelievable. Have you heard his stats? Hold on.
No,
Yeah,
but
he
you know
has
what he is?
40
You know what he
I'm
is, Ben?
looking up
You
how
know what
much
he is?
GA he had. He had
Oh.
50. No, he had 40 GA in 36 matches for Bruges.
Rep
In
the
just
badge.
the league, bro. Just in the league.
40.
Where did he play? Genk? Or is that the
Bruges.
other guy?
Bruges.
Belgium.
Bruges. Okay.
I mean,
That's
I
he's
know
Yeah.
somebody
he's
else just signed a Greek
good.
dude from Genk, but I forget who.
But Arsenal still needs that like tier
They don't have
one
an X
player.
factor.
They're trying to get
They
Vinny.
need it. I know, but I just don't.
They're
I
not
don't know.
getting
I
him. He's
don't
not
think
going.
they're gonna get him.
Listen, I know legitimately nothing about this guy except for the fact that he's Greek.
If
Guys,
Real
hold
Madrid,
W.
if Real Madrid
Guys.
buys Diamante but gets rid of Vinicius, I really don't know where that project is going.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Santi, I think it is fucking stupid. Real Madrid would be idiotic to sell Vinny and take on
agree.
in his place. Idiotic. Because what did you do? Damn. What'd you do with Vinny? Damn.
I
You
don't know
bought-
if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that because Vinny, bro, Mbappe is going to be better without like having to carry the load with Vinny, like by himself as the star. That actually
I
might
don't
make
think
them a
that
better
Vini is the
team.
problem. I think
don't
Mbappe
know.
is the problem.
Bro,
I
Vinny
disagree.
they bought for a decent price at a very young age from Brazil, right? I don't know if people remember this. He was woeful to start.
Yeah, he was trash. He
This
was trash.
was awful, right? They put in the work, they grind, they
He's
keep their,
playing for the other team.
they
Yeah,
buy exactly.
seriously.
They buy their stocks though, and they keep their stocks invested in Vinny, and it pays off. And he is world class now. He literally
Vinny's getting sold for 200 mil.
he was
Like
second
if
place
that's
in
not a
Ballon.
win for Real.
But like you're
If you do
finally
sell him.
reaping the rewards of a purchase you made, and he's finally the player you wanted him to be. That's not when you sell. You don't sell high.
I agree. I think they should keep him, but like
But they might, bro.
200
They might
mil.
get him. They might have to let him go for a free next summer, though. Like
No.
He-
No. He said
He's trying to
he literally-
restructure Real Madrid.
once he got linked to
Supposedly.
Arsenal, he literally came out and said that he would do whatever he can to re-sign
Yeah.
his contract.
no,
Yeah.
I
But
know.
guys,
I mean, it's
forgetting the
it's
fact he's
classic
gonna have to
Madrid
plan
player.
the fucking Mourinho this year.
Yeah, you got a ball with Mourinho.
Mr. Prestiani defender himself, bro. Vinny's about to dip. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, real
bro.
shit.
I didn't even think of that. Oh shit.
That's true.
Yeah, bro.
All right, listen.
Mourinho's a fraud.
We are at an hour and a half.
Yeah,
2
let's
hours.
recap. Let's wrap it
Yeah,
up.
I need to
So
do something, bro.
We gotta moving forward. We gotta find a way to trim this shit down.
Scroll up, Lucas.
Oh,
Lucas,
Bro, fuck it. Let's drop an hour and a half. That's tough.
Lucas, scroll up a little
yeah,
bit.
I'm with that. But yeah, this is our tier list right here. Somerville D,
I rate it.
Fernandez, Jacare
Wait, where am
C.
I putting this guy? Guy?
Jackie. You have to vote, Lucas. Put
Yeah,
S.
I don't know anything about him. That's what I was asking.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. All
Put
right.
S, bro.
So
Do it.
B tier, Santos, Gordon, and Rashford staying at United. Technically a transfer, technically not. Who cares? A, Anderson, Rogers, Vuskovic, and Diamande, and then S tier, Tonali, Tielemans, and Solis. It's not Rogers 2.0, but we'll stick
Nor
with
is it
it.
Garnacho.
Bro, I'm waking
Nor
up
is it
for
Garnacho.
4.5 hours to watch Chelsea play.
Yeah,
Real
same. We
shit.
gotta
I gotta get
wrap
to
this
work.
Johnny up.
Anyway.
All right,
who's
well,
doing the
I think this is
outro?
pretty solid. The only ones I would change is Diamande S. That's it for me.
Yes.
But-
To
Yeah.
all the head. I'm putting Vuskovic in at S. Fuck.
Yeah.
To all the head loss ultras out there, all the diehards, all those who have lost
Not
their heads.
just us, you know.
More videos coming soon. Okay, more videos coming soon. We're gonna be reacting to hot takes. We've already clipped it up. We've got it in the works. We're gonna be doing it sometime this week. And yeah, if you guys have been taking PTO to watch the videos, definitely keep doing that this week. Stay off. And
Don't go to work.
Hey,
On sick leave at
find
that
me at
point.
Lala. Find me at Lala.
Yeah, Lucas is me giving out free ones at Lala. And that's
All right, laugh it up,
plenty.
chuckle nuts. Shut up.
And yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and
Yep.